Yep, only the true fans show up to this session.
Yep. Don't have the Consi semis on the mat just yet, but one of the things to you kind of watch for as we're getting rolling here, team race. You got a bunch of teams looking to battle out for second and third. And I was looking at it this morning. You got Michigan, Iowa, Iowa State, Arizona State,
Yep.
Nebraska. It's really a really interesting battle for second and third.
Nebraska picked up bonus points at 141 with Lachlan, McNeil, and Drew defaulting out.
Yeah, that's big
against Hardy.
Big for Nebraska, so they're right there in it. A lot of teams with like 4 or 5 guys that can still score points. Iowa State, Evan Frost is a guy having a really good year, good tournament, and he's still rolling. Lehigh, they got 2 guys on the mat right now with Stanich and Crookham. They're kind of out of contention, definitely out of contention for top 5, but they could maybe sneak into top 10 if they have a good performance here on the backside. So we got Luke Stanich, Eric Barnett, Caleb Smith, Anthony Noto at 125, and then Ryan Crookham, Evan Frost, Dylan Ragusin, Nasir Bailey.
This Ragusin-Bailey match could be fireworks.
Yeah, interesting to see how Ragusin responds after losing a heartbreaker in the semis. But both these guys have some entertaining styles. We'll see if they live up to that. The 125, you got 10 seed, 15, 12, and the 2 seed wrestling right now. Trying to get into that 3rd and 4th place match. So winners here get to 3rd and 4th. Losers go for 5th and 6th. If you're in the chat, let's hear maybe some of your predictions here. Eric Barnett, Luke Stanich, Noto Smith, Crookham Frost, and Ragusin-Bailey. I'm going, Barnett has looked really good here. I'm going to go Stanich, Noto, Crookham, Ragusin. Picking with my heart. What do you got, JD?
Oh, I'll go Stanich, Smith, Crookham, Ragusin.
Okay. Crookham in on a single early. No score yet in any of these matches.
Yeah, Crookham's gotten deep a time or two, but Frost has been able to defend. Now Crookham's able to finish. First points of the session.
So these Consi semis, they're going to go roll right into the medal rounds after that. Eric Barnett with a takedown. So Consi semis right into medal rounds. And then tonight, starting at 7 Eastern?
Yes.
7 Eastern, 6 Central will be the finals. So they'll wrestle all the placement matches this morning, early afternoon, and they'll wrestle the finals tonight. Another thing to watch for, Penn State can still break the scoring record. And I think I saw they can break both the traditional one and the adjusted scoring, which is...
But again, not adjusted for modern rules.
Right,
with
the 3-point takedowns.
4-point near fall.
Mm-hmm.
But yes. I don't know. I still don't think they're going to do it. Let's see, I think Bartlett's going to lose.
Okay.
I do think Levi's going to win, but no bonus. I think Mitchell's going to lose. I think Carter's going to win, but no bonus. Aaron will win, maybe by major.
And then Kirk.
That's it. And Kirkfleet will probably
You
win.
got him winning 4 out of 6.
Is that enough?
It depends on what they do here for. Yeah, with Bernie taking, he's going to take 4th. But no, they got Kozak and Bernie.
Who does Kozak have?
Kozak, let's look real quick. 149. We got Ridge Lovett.
Yeah. I don't think.
Eric Barnett has Stanich on his back. So Barnett's going to take a big lead into third. He's up 5-1 now. Add 4. It's going to be 9-1. Frost is riding Crookham tough here. Ragusan, Bailey 0-0. Noto up on Smith 1-0. Michigan in second place right now. A win here would be, let's see, an extra maybe 2 or 3 points. Let me pull up that little chart here. Yeah, extra 3.5 points. Sear Bailey gets to the leg, though. Crookham beating Frost 4-0.
Will Bailey be able to ride Ragus in this entire period? Looks like it.
Yeah. So Bailey chose neutral. Is that right?
He had to have.
What's going on with the clock?
Well, I thought it was the second.
Yeah, me too.
It says it's the third.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
Pretty sure it's the second, and Ragusan chose down.
It's really confusing when you can't see the right clock and when you can't hear what's going on. Commentators in the arena. Bailey's tough on top. Really good with his tilts. So, there it is.
Just a 1 count, I think.
Count, maybe got a 1 count 2 or 3 separate times there.
There's the 2 count.
Wow. Okay. So Crookham beating Frost 4-1. Barnett beating Stanich 9-1.
Oh, that should be an escape for Smith. He's on bottom. He hip heights out. They're literally parallel. Smith is on top of Noto, but Noto keeps a seatbelt.
Yeah.
So he's still technically on top.
Yep.
It was dumb.
Crookham Frost 4-1. Frost needs a takedown. Bailey up 4-0 now on Ragusan. Barnett gets the win, so he's going for 3rd and 4th. Great tournament for Barnett out of the 10 seed. We're going to get Real Woods, Anthony Echemendia coming up on mat 1.
In-state rivalry plus team race battle match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, winner of this match at 141 will either, if Echemendia wins, Iowa State will move into 3rd. If Woods wins, Iowa, they will still be in 3rd, but it'll be bring him a little bit closer to Michigan at second.
Ooh, Real Woods comes out firing.
So Nasir Bailey beats Dylan Ragusin. Not great
Kinda
for
dominated him.
Yeah, not great for Michigan.
Woods won this match 4-1 in overtime in the duel.
And it was close.
Yeah, controversial.
Frost coming forward. Crookham just holding position. Yeah, Crookham's going to hold on to win over Frost. 4-1. It's the one takedown difference. Noto Smith in overtime. We're already up to 57 on mat 4 with Cardenas and Keller. Keller proving me wrong, having a great tournament. Smith has won, I think, at least 4 matches in overtime this tournament. He won his first 2, and then I think he won.
He also lost one in overtime.
Did he lose one in overtime?
Are you including that one in your
Let me see.
wins?
How many times has he won?
Lost to Barnett in overtime.
Okay. He won his first 2, then lost to Barnett in overtime. So his first 3 matches were in overtime. And then he won yesterday in overtime. So this is his 5th overtime match this tournament. That's pretty wild. All right, Kozak and Ridge Lovett, mat 3. Cardenas has Cradle locked up.
Oh, no.
And Noto going to get the takedown. And he's going to dance. Wonder what that was about.
I think that was just a
celebration?
Yeah.
Okay.
It did kind of look like it was right in his face, but
yeah. Kozak gets a takedown. So a win for Kozak and Truax would be huge for Iowa's quest for
yeah, we'll just wait till Ridge gets on top right here.
Yeah.
You know, the more I thought about it last night, I thought about it quite a bit, the less I hated the choice for Ridge Lovett to take top in the third.
I still think it's one of those things, you know, like I saw Brock talking about it a little bit online.
Yeah, he's a big expected value guy.
Yeah, I mean, so for those of you who don't know what we're talking about here, Ridge Lovett, it was 0-0 going into the third, his choice. And he's great on top, chose top. Rather than go underneath, get an escape, be up by 1 in the third period. And so the argument for Lovett is he's so good on top, Henson really good on his feet, so don't go 2 minutes on your feet.
He rode him the entire he rode him at CKLV. Henson was not able to escape. Mm-hmm. And Ridge was really close to getting near fall.
Right. So that's the argument. You know, Lovett's better on top. He had more success there in their match at the CKLV. The counter argument is you're almost guaranteed to get the lead in the third.
Right.
Almost guaranteed. And the other thing in the expected value is you don't take into account that was Caleb Henson's first time feeling Ridge Lovett on top at CKLV, right? Wasn't able to make any adjustments, wasn't able to, and so that's where, if you're Caleb Henson, you're going into it thinking, I might have to get an escape in order to win this match. And so you don't take into it from Caleb Henson's side at all. You're only looking at Ridge Lovett. So, it is total Monday morning quarterback. Hindsight's always 2020.
Oh, Etchemandia just going for an over-under body lock. Why?
Yeah.
That was unnecessary.
But that was, is he down? Is that, or no? Okay.
He was down 1-0 in the second.
I meant like, did he choose down? Yeah, so they were neutral there. The clocks are all messed up on our screen. So I think Ridge Lovett, you know, I think you can sleep at night just thinking, man, I put myself where I thought I was best.
Yeah.
And Caleb Henson just beat me there. He got the escape. I didn't. Lovett didn't. Maybe he tried too hard for the turn. That's kind of where Henson got the escape. He rolled through, did a little Bryce Andonian, rolled over his own back to get the escape. I don't know. Let us know in the chat what you think Ridge Lovett should have done. If you're okay with it, or if you think he should have chose down. I think it's a fine choice. I think he's like, you know where you're best, and you go there.
And there's a big difference. Ooh, Kozak again.
Wow.
Okay, Tyler Kozak. Rich have some backside blues. There's a big difference. So if he rides, if Ridge escapes in 20 seconds in the third, Caleb Henson has 1:40 knowing he needs a takedown.
Yes.
Or stalls.
Yeah. Either way.
That's a big difference than if you ride for a minute, he escapes, and it's tied 1-1.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not really pressuring for that takedown.
Yeah.
For the last minute.
And here's the thing, if you're, Caleb Henson's side of things, if Ridge does ride him out or whatever, it's like, dude, he looks like the smartest guy in the world. Choose top, bet on yourself, ride him out.
Question is, do you think the Virginia Tech corner was excited when he chose top?
No, I don't think so.
Then it's probably the right decision.
Yeah.
Or if going in, they're hoping he chooses bottom because they want their guy with 1:40 opportunity on the feet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's totally true. I think the other side, too, is like, dude, Caleb Henson, if he's you're putting him in his position, like, all right, you got 1 minute to escape, and you're probably going to the NCAA finals. Like, that's the other side, where it's like a guy like Caleb Henson, he's going to be, not that he's not doing everything he can to get out at CKLV.
Well, and then defend Ridge's takedown attempts for.
That's true. For another minute.
So you got to bet on getting the escape within a minute and then defending Ridge knowing he needs a takedown.
Right.
Which is what happened. It worked out, but.
All right, so we got Kozak up 6-1 on Lovett. Did not see that coming. Real Woods beats Echemendia 4-0. Caliendo's beaten Olenek 5-3.
All right, Ridge wins toss. You're going to defer, go on top straight away. Yeah, make him take bottom / neutral. He's going to take neutral.
Yeah, for sure. Right?
Yeah. Took him a little bit to get there, but.
Parco and Waters. This is big for Arizona State. Arizona State can sneak on the podium here. They're having a great tournament with 2 finalists, 4 All-Americans. A lot of team implications on the mat right now with Arizona State, Parco,
Caliendo,
Lovett, and Kozak.
For the record.
Mm-hmm. Is this going to be an injury time call or?
No. Should be though.
It should either be injury time or it should be a warning for
hands to the face.
I think eye poke should just be its own thing.
I mean, kind of is.
Yeah, they let it be.
I've never seen injury time being called from an eye poke, but you see guys
Mm-hmm.
stop and stand up. Oh, man. Kozak's going to get another takedown.
Ty Waters looking for near fall here.
Kozak just took him down again.
I mean, this
Put a whooping on Lovett.
this is shades of Shane Van Ness. Last year. Dude, Andoni and Shapiro's on the mat too. Shane Van Ness last year, didn't have any season that would suggest he was going to take third.
This match isn't over to the last whistle, though, because Ridge's top choice is coming in the third.
Mm-hmm. Shapiro with takedown and near fall.
How bad is Kozak just going to belly out?
Yeah.
Stall.
Just freestyle. Yeah.
And this is where you see, okay, a young freshman
Yep.
coming through who maybe didn't even expect to, is going to be fighting for a podium spot, whereas Ridge is expecting to come in and win. Goes, dang it. I got to rest on this backside Saturday morning. I wasn't even supposed to be here.
This is where sad boy hours is
Yep.
is a real thing. Oh, wow.
Oh, Waters.
Ty Waters. He's going to get the fall here.
I don't know how much time is left.
They just took the clocks completely off the screen.
But if it's the third, I mean, he can just hang out here.
He's going to get the pin. Yeah. Similar, too, with Parco and Waters. It's like Waters is a freshman. Parco is probably looking forward to being in the finals.
Mm-hmm.
Kelly Endo getting...
Ridge just took neutral.
No.
Ridge just took neutral.
Okay, now...
He's gotten taken down 3 times.
Yeah. Now that doesn't make any sense. We're not paying attention to Andoni and Shapiro enough because I'm pretty sure...
It's 5-5.
Yeah, Andoni just got near fall. It's 5-5.
You take neutral now after taking top? I mean, did he just kick himself so much for taking top yesterday?
Man. Yeah, I don't get that at all. Wow. All right, Kelly Endo gets the win. That's exactly where Kozak wants to be. He's just taking
He
you
took
down.
neutral in the second.
He's just taking you down 3 times. Takes neutral, does not want to go underneath. Iowa takes over second place. Michigan in third. If Michigan wins here with Shane Griffith over DeVos, they'll be in second. Oh, wow. Shapiro just landed on top of Andonian from underneath. Kind of Andonian pulled him back. Andonian was so close to beating Levi Haynes yesterday. So close.
So close.
And just a
Traditional.
Yeah, like you said it during the match. It's like, is he just going to beat him straight up? He's not going to have to do any Andonian things? He almost did it. Griffith, DeVos. Griffith gets to a single early, and he's going to finish. Lennox Wolick, Makai Lewis on the mat.
Oh, Meyer just got a pin.
Pyro just got a pin.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either. And Kozak beats Ridge Lovett.
10-1. Couldn't get a takedown.
He gets bonus too, so he gets the major points. So now Penn State with 152.5 points. I think they're gonna do it.
I think there too.
Truex. Let's see who he's got here. Bernie has Trey Munoz. Munoz beat him straight up earlier this year. DeVos gets a reversal. We've seen Griffith kind of struggle on bottom over the last few matches. Here we got the pin coming up over here on our.
From bottom, just pulled him over top.
Spiro's fired up. All right, we got Hunter Garvin having the tournament of his life out of the 20 seed.
Keegan would have to go real sad boy hours for this, though.
They're giving neutral danger for Keegan.
It kind of looks like they're both in danger, though.
Now Keegan's going to get 4 near fall, too.
It's probably going to be challenged. I don't know about that. I mean, now Garvin's in danger for sure. Yeah, I think you probably just let that one go.
So Griffith, DeVos. Griffith up 4-2. Berge, Salazar. Berge having a really good tournament after losing first round. Wrestling all the way back. Let me see if anybody's... who lost first round and still alive? For third, that is.
Kozak.
Yeah. Kozak.
Didn't Nick Lee, like his freshman year,
Kozak and Berge are the only two.
go Ultimate Road Warrior, except take 4th, I think.
Yeah, I think he either took 4th or 5th.
But I think he lost first round, too.
To Maryland, was it? Somebody from Maryland. He took 5th his freshman year. Yeah, he lost to Ryan Deal. Got pinned. So Berge, Salazar 0-0. Griffith, DeVos 4-2. O'Toole, Garvin 7-0. Lewis, Wolak 4-1. Griffith putting a good ride on DeVos now. Does Iowa have any more wrestling this round?
Kennedy?
Kennedy.
No, he went 3-2.
Did
He
not
lost.
place.
Lost in the blood round.
All right, so
Franek.
Ayala's going for first. Real Woods going for third. Franek going for 7th, and Caliendo going for 3rd. So they just have their medal matches left. Michigan, Iowa, looking like they're going to be the trophy teams. Wolek gets a takedown of Mackay. Let's go into review. We got another, let's see. Griffith's still riding, so he's got a 1:20 riding time. Keegan O'Toole up 10-1 on Garvin now. So Keegan takes 3rd as a true freshman, wins 2 titles in a row, and now he's going for 3rd again. He will have one more year where the rumor's been he's going to move up to...
I mean, Ben Askren said he for sure is, so I would say that's pretty much a done deal.
Yeah.
Unless something changes.
Berge up 3-1. Wolek and Lewis tied at 4. Now Lewis gets an escape. Griffith takes down in the third. 5-2. I know he did have riding time for a minute, but I'm not sure if he still holds it. DeVos needs at least a takedown. DeVos is a guy, he's been right there for the last couple years. Finally earns All-American honors. Yeah, he was national qualifier 21, 22, round of 12 last year in 23, and now All-American. He's got one more year if he wants it. Now, this is interesting. Lennox Woollek, so Columbia, Ivy League.
He's going to Virginia Tech.
Going to Virginia Tech next year. He's wrestling Mekhi Lewis right now. He's already committed to wrestle at Virginia Tech next year because he's out of eligibility at Columbia. They can only compete for 4 years. So he has that extra year. So he's gonna be Virginia Tech's 174 next year. So if the scores hold at 74, it'll be Mekhi Lewis and Shane Griffith for third, Cade DeVos, Lennox Woollek for fourth. Keegan O'Toole up 11-1 over Hunter Garvin. Bennett Berge leading Salazar 3-2.
Thoughts on O'Toole versus Carter next year?
Well, if Carter comes back, which I wonder how much of that has to do with now whatever injury he has, right? But answer the question first, and we can talk about Carter's probability of coming back. I feel like favor Carter.
Got to.
Right?
After he just lost a car.
Mm-hmm. It's a different matchup stylistically, right? But with what we've seen from Carter this tournament and when he was healthy, I feel like you favor Carter. So you think as well?
Mm-hmm. Now, do you think he comes back?
Do you think? Yeah. What I was thinking is if he needs surgery, if he's rehabbing, he's talked about wanting to fight, is he going to wrestle at the Olympic trials? I don't know. If he wins, I feel like he might just be done.
With wrestling completely?
With
Or
college.
NCAA
With college, yeah, NCAA. I feel like he could. Yeah, I'm curious what he wants to do with freestyle.
So he had been saying that this was for sure his last year.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of backtracked that a little bit prior to this tournament, and he said, we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah.
The thought of a fifth title has to be alluring.
So Michigan.
That also means another year of making 174 a bunch of times, going to classes.
Yeah.
Having to deal with that, being in college practice every day, traveling with the team weekly.
Hey, so team race for second. Michigan overtakes the lead by a point. But Cornell 3 points behind Iowa, 4 points behind Michigan. They got Vito in the finals. Meyer Shapiro has as many points right now as Vito with the pin over Andonian. They still have Cardenas yet to wrestle this round. They could sneak into second.
Okay.
Cornell. And that's without That's without Julian Ramirez, All-American, Chris Foca losing in the round of 12. And then they also had Unger, Fernandez, Benny Baker, and Cornella was hurt. He didn't even get to wrestle.
Mm-hmm.
Cornell kind of.
Oh, Munoz taking Bernie to his back.
Yeah. Man, the fourth place is not looking good. They've wrestled, 5 or 6 times when they were in the Pac-12 together, when Truex was back at
Cal
Cal
Poly.
Poly.
This might be a pin. There it
It's
is.
a fall. Munoz, I remember him saying when they wrestled, and he said this in an interview, so I'm not sharing anything I'm not supposed to be sharing, but he said when they wrestled in a duel, I think Bernie either pinned him or beat him, and said something like, "You're not about that life," or something, and then Munoz pinned him at Pac-12s and like responded like, whatever.
Yeah.
What do you got to say now? So there's definitely some
A little bit of heat there.
little bit of heat, yeah.
Ooh, Feldman Hendrickson.
Cardenas, Elam. This was a second round match where Elam beat Cardenas. Then you got Elam Schultz. Arizona State sitting 4.5 points behind Cornell in the 5th. Iowa State tied with Arizona State as well. So a win here would bring Arizona State maybe a half a point or point behind Cornell. The race for second still within Michigan, Iowa, Cornell, Arizona State, Iowa State, even Nebraska.
Cardenas with the first takedown on Elam.
Yeah, Cornell will move into third if Cardenas gets a win here.
Oh, Feldman goes down holding his knee. Oh, let him wrestle, though.
I think looked like he was going to put his hand up for a second and ask for
Injury time.
but he didn't. So Hendrickson up 6-1 on Feldman. Cardenas up 3-0 on Elam. 0-0 Elam Schultz and Sloan Buchanan. Ohio State currently in 8th place, half point behind Nebraska. They're having a good tournament. They just don't have enough guys left to score I think the points they need to keep them with
Who?
Ohio State.
Yeah.
To keep them with the Michigans, Iowas, Arizona States, Cornells. So Elam gets an escape. It's 3-1 now. Oh, nice movement for Feldman. 6-2. This matchup for Feldman is a tough one because giving up size, and then Hendrickson's a guy maybe not quite as athletic, but can still match some of the athleticism that Feldman has.
Remember how close Feldman was to beating Kirkfleet?
Yeah. Low single, had him on his hip. Just needed to cover, needed to come up a little quicker. And a lot of that has to be, due to the size advantage for Kirkfleet. Probably has good 20 pounds on Feldman, I'd guess. not having the strength to put the pressure, cover the hips.
I don't think they were out of bounds there.
Yeah. Seen a lot of that where it's like they're preemptively calling out of bounds, thinking they're gonna go there. Buchanan up on Sloan 2-1. Stalling for Hendrickson. Elam Schultz still 0-0. Feel like that's going to be maybe one of the lowest scoring matches. Feels like it'll be 1-1 in the third, maybe, or 1-0.
More Iowa hate in the chat. I just don't get it.
What kind of Iowa hate we seeing? Just they're not.
Yeah, just they're not performing. They've taken a trophy every year for the past 10 years.
Yeah, it's when you look
Won it in 2021.
Yeah, when you look at the numbers, when you look at how they finished, it's obviously Penn State is in a tier of their own, but Iowa is in a tier of their own right after Penn State. When you compare to every other program in the country,
Yes,
it's Penn State, it's Iowa, and then it's everybody else, and it really isn't
the
close.
Expectations of Iowa fans.
Yeah. It's not close. Name another program that has been on Iowa's level for the last 10 years, and there isn't one aside from Penn State. Michigan's been good, but it's been a year here, a year here. They'll fall off, and it's been maybe the last 3 or 4 years. It hasn't been the same length of time. Ohio State's been good, but it's the same thing. Cardenas gets another takedown, so Cornell's hopes for second and third, they're looking pretty good. And you feel like Vito's the favorite in the finals.
Yeah.
So you feel like, man, you can expect another 4 points there. Shapiro, Cardenas. Feldman just not able to get anything going on his feet. Hendrickson's 3 takedowns to none so far. Yeah, and we got Gabe Arnold. Man, he's been if you're an Iowa fan, you're looking at Drake Ayala. He's got 2 more years. He's going to be a title contender for the next 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Gabe Arnold looked great this year in redshirt.
Nelson Brand's coming back next year.
Nelson Brand's, Glazier coming back.
Who knows what Ben Keeter will be?
Mm-hmm. I mean, they're gonna
Ferrari coming in.
Yeah, Angelo. Not AJ.
Not AJ. Angelo.
Yeah, I mean, and then you look at how old is Rachi? What year is he?
Junior.
Okay.
He has 1 or 2 left. He might not ever be a podium guy, though.
He's got 2 years left. He's just a sophomore. Yeah, so
Caliendo and Franek both come back, right?
Franek's done.
Franek's done. Caliendo, though.
Caliendo's got 2 more years. So you could have, you could have something like Caliendo drops to 57. 'Cause I think he's certified there, right? Kennedy goes,
I don't know.
Or Kennedy goes 65. Arnold 74. Nelson Brand's 84. I mean, they might be better next year, right, than they are this year. Angelo comes in right away. Although He might redshirt if Nelson Brand's at 84. Feldman trailing 10-4. Cardenas up 6-3 on Elam.
Probably about to get called for stalling, though. A lot of tummy time.
Cardenas, yeah.
Yeah.
Elam down by 3. He needs a stall and a takedown. And there's only what?
Oh, now he cuts him at 27 seconds to go.
Yeah, so he needs a stall and or
Takedown in
right
13
out.
seconds.
Mm-hmm. No, he's not gonna get it.
Nope.
But Zach Elam, he's been riding Colton Schultz for a long time here. So Jacob Cardenas gonna beat Rocky Elam.
Reversal from the front side.
And Cornell, this is gonna put them, I think, in third. Yeah. They're in third place ahead of Iowa by a half point.
Yo, Elam's about to win 1-0 on riding time.
It's a beautiful heavyweight match. This is heavyweight wrestling, folks. Zach Elam with 4 minutes of riding time beats Colton Schultz.
Schultz took bottom and then he took top.
Wow. What a beautiful display of heavyweight wrestling. White Hendrickson rolling over Nick Feldman. He's up 13-4. Let's see here. Oh, looks like they're going to do 7th place matches first.
All 7th. Will they do all 5th and then all 3rd, or?
I don't know. I don't remember him doing it this way in the past, but Feldman went big. White kind of caught him on his back. They go out of bounds. Call no takedown. Okay.
All right, Kozak, I'm going to grab a quick snack before these
Okie dokie.
placement matches get underway.
So Hendrickson moving on to the 3rd and 4th place bout. He will wrestle Zach Elam. Nick Feldman going to go for 5th. He's going to wrestle Colton Schultz. Buchanan and Sloan, they're in a review down there. Now it's over. So Buchanan holds 1:03 of riding time. Tied at 2. Sloan needs a takedown or a stall call. Buchanan in on a single and able to finish. So Buchanan going to go for 3rd. He's going to face Jacob Cardenas. Sloan going to go against Rocky Elam. Looks like they're going to go right into our 7th place matches here. Iowa has Jared Franick going for 7th, so they can gain another point there. Cornell does not have any wrestlers going for 7th. Michigan, no one going for 7th either. Yeah, so just the top 5 teams, just Iowa and Iowa State. Casey Swiderski going to be going for 7th for Iowa State. Iowa State, they have 1, 2, 3, 4 All-Americans. Iowa State, they outside shot at a trophy, but it's not. The path is getting more and more narrow. They need a lot of things to go right for them. Iowa State does. Iowa State is 8 points out of third right now.
Swiderski Kenner's a fun 7th place match, so.
Mm-hmm. Need Swiderski to win. Frost, Echemendia can get a couple points there, and then David Carr can get 4 more points if he gets first. So it's possible, but it's not looking like they're gonna catch third. Jory Volk, Tanner Jordan, 2 guys that lost first round and now wrestling for 7th. Oh, Swiderski with the takedown early. These are matches here where it's just like, man, it's all heart. You know, you throw seeds out the window. You throw like prior matchups out the window. It's just like none of it matters. They've wrestled 6 or 7 matches to this point. Yeah, Volk and Jordan, this is their 7th match, each of them. Ryan Jack Vance Valmbar at 41. Quinter gets the escape and the takedown, so he's up 4-3 now. Shaver or Arini, that could be a fun one. Shaver, nice little short fireman's dump there. Did he get the takedown? Yep. So Shaver up 6-1 now. Big lift. Volk Jordan 0-0. Jack Valmbar, Jack up 3-1.
Take down Swiderski. For Iowa State, they're going to be good moving forward, but you kind of feel like for the next couple years, this was their time to win a trophy with David Carr still in the lineup.
Yeah, getting 20 points.
He's just going to be too hard to replace.
Trying to replace 20 points. I mean, flip side of it.
Getting, what, 1 point, half a point, no points?
That's what I was going to say. You can make up something there with Cody Chittum. Feel like he's going to be able to All-American in the future. And then also, Younger only got 5.5 points this tournament.
It's true.
So, but Feldkamp's done. Who else is done for them? That's it, right? Feldkamp and David Carr. Tarakina have another year?
I think so. Oh, nice ankle pick by Swiderski.
Let's take a look here. Yeah, Tarakina's got another year. Evan Frost, just a freshman.
Swiderski, sophomore. Echemendia.
And
Is he technically?
Echemendia, they got him listed as a sophomore on WrestleStat.
Okay.
You also got Pinero waiting in the wings.
Good call, good call.
But how does that work out with Chittum
Somebody's gonna have
Pinheiro.
to go up. Yeah.
Both of those guys seem like true 57-pounders.
Well, Pinheiro could be at 49,
Mhm.
but Swiderski's there now.
You got Gaitan, Manny Rojas, Noctiborin, probably going to come in at 84.
He didn't have a great redshirt year.
You got Sawyer Bartle coming in at 97.
In 2 years, they'll have Herrera,
Yeah.
who he's really
Heavyweight.
good to replace Younger.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to be okay. Just if you're a Cyclone fan, would have been nice to win a trophy this year.
All right, so updating some scores. Looks like 0-0 still with Tanner Jordan, Jory Volk. Oh, Volk just got it. Somehow 3 points just went up for him. They're having trouble with the score bugs here. 6-2 for Shaver over Arini. Ryan Jack up 3-1 over Vombar, and Swiderski 13-6 over Quinn Kinner. For Iowa State to find the podium here, they basically need, you're looking at Cornell guys to lose, Iowa and Arizona State. Need a lot of guys
To lose.
Yeah.
Rooting against a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the beard on Pat Pop.
Strong. Keeps it really
Well manicured.
Manicured, yeah. Almost
That
looks like
line straight from his sideburn through the mustache.
I was gonna say it looks like it's almost like spray painted.
Yeah.
It's like they hear you
I know.
talking about it. They just got like a close up on
Thinking about it too.
Pat Pop's beard. Swiderski up 13-7 on Kinner. Jack up 4-1 on Vombar. Vombar, I've been watching his tournament. He's won a lot of matches on like just heart and going psycho mode at the end. Had to beat Josh Edmond in overtime to All-American, beat Cal Happel first round in overtime as well.
I feel like Minnesota has a lot of guys like that that perform well at the national tournament.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the data to back that up. It's just what I feel.
That's what I believe. Yeah. Yeah, they had 10 guys, but they only had one seeded to All-American.
How many are they going to finish with?
2. Vombar and Salazar. Could have thought you got something on McKee or Blockus.
Again, though, okay, Blockus literally beat Cody Chittum
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
round of 16 to lose in the blood round. That's just
And-
that weight.
and
Same
both-
with 125.
Both those guys weren't seeded to AA. Shaver or Arini been in some fun little scrambles. Shaver's kind of come out on top every time. Looks like Jory Volk still up 3-0 on Tanner Jordan. Swiderski 13-7. Kinner.
Vombar couldn't do it this time. Foles 4-3.
So Ryan Jack takes 7th place. Good tournament for him. His first All-American honors. Looks like Jory Volk going to beat Tanner Jordan for 7th at 125.
Pazook coming to the mat. The big three armed services. Oh, what's an All-American?
Air Force, Navy, and
Army.
Yeah. Navy had David Key.
I believe so.
Yep. He'll be going for 7th and 8th at 84. Peyton Robb, Jared Franek for 7th place. This kind of shows you the depth of 157. Both these guys were ranked 2nd throughout the year at 57. Edmund Ruth, Ben Pazook. For those of you who didn't see the Pazook Makai Lewis match, Pazook pinned Makai Lewis.
The mat was smacked.
Yep. But then they went to review, and as they reviewed it, they saw Makai's foot hit Chris Pendleton, who was sitting on the other mat. And so I think, like, letter of the law, if that happens, you got to, like, stop the match. So they took the pin back, and then Makai Lewis ended up beating Pazook. Casey Swiderski gets a 20-8 win. So Iowa State going to get an extra 2 points here. So they move into 5th place outright. Still 5.5 points behind Iowa, 6 points behind Cornell. Peyton Robb gets a takedown on Franek. And Peyton Robb is a guy, kind of a tale of like 3 seasons for him. Beginning of the year, he looks like awesome.
Yeah.
Wins CKLV, looks great. Loses 4 matches in a row to Joey Blaze, Rader Downey, Jared Franek, somebody else. And then now, All-American. Seventh place, maybe not the finish you would have wanted, but at one point in the season, you're like, man, he's not gonna reach the podium this year. This review between Shawver and Orini has just lasted forever. Guess they're back wrestling now, but still a minute to go in the match. TJ Stewart, David Key at 184. So it looks like Shawver's going to hold on to win against Orini.
I just got a text. Swiderski should finish college, take a year off to get huge, and come back as a 155-pound fighter.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him fight.
Yeah, I mean, basically every match that he's done with, it looks like he's like, all right, we're done wrestling now. I want to fight somebody. Right? That's kind of what it feels like. It's like the wrestling match is just the warm up to like the fight that he really, truly wants. Shaver beats Orini. Good season for Shaver. Probably, beginning of the year, not a ton of people were picking him to All-American.
Yeah, no kidding. Puerto Rico, stand up.
That's right. Rutgers is Puerto Rico U. Peyton Robb up 7-1 now on Franek. Kozak leading Edmund Ruth 3-2. TJ Stewart up 3-1 over David Key. He's in on a single leg looking to finish. He does. Peyton Hall, Antrell Taylor for 7th place. Could be a fun match. Some of the guys that didn't All-American at 165. Cam Amin, Julian Ramirez, Dean Hamady. Those 3 guys. Pretty surprising.
Taylor Hall still tied at 0.
Hall in on a single. Antrell Taylor can be tough to finish on. Peyton Robb pushing for a major here. Gonna have riding time locked up, and he's leading 7-1. Kozak out of the 18 seed, currently beating 3 seed Ed Ruth. Now Ruth gets a takedown. Ruth leading 5-4 now. Rob still riding Jared Franek in the 3rd.
He's going for bonus. You just cut him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Nebraska currently sitting in 7th. Kind of feels like they're out of trophy contention now.
Oh, he's going to get it.
Oh.
No, couldn't quite capture that far ankle.
Oh, he's working hard for it, though. Oh,
he got it.
He gets it. Wow.
What an end to a great career for Peyton Robb. Jared Franek as well.
Mm-hmm. Franek, a 2-time All-American. Peyton Robb, 3-time All-American now. Edmund Ruth, body lock, takedown. That's probably going to do it for him. That's one of the cool things about this, this round. Obviously, the sport. It's like guy like Rob, been so good, senior, seeing him walk off the mat, hug his coaches, teammates right there. Tay Gadali, Slavakuski coming to the mat now, heavyweight.
Taylor and Hall still zeros.
TJ Stewart putting up big points, 17-4 over David Key. Edmund Ruth up 15-6 now. Slava Kuski had to beat Younger Bastida to All-American. Gadali took out Nathan Taylor in a pretty crazy match. Needed a takedown at the end of the third to force overtime, and then got a takedown in overtime.
Could Penn State break the record this year and then break it next year as well? They lose
Aaron Brooks
and Bernie.
But after that, I mean, is Bo Bartlett really gone?
And Bo, yeah. I mean, he says he is.
TJ Stewart with a tech. I mean, they didn't get any points, any significant points out of Davis or Aaron Nagao.
And they both come back.
Shane Van Ness is going to be back. Maybe Kozak drops to 41.
Yeah, I was about to say he's not going to get that many more points. Kozak did compete at 41 this year.
Yeah. And then you got Josh Bark, Zach Ryder, Mir Solis coming in. Kirkfleet can come back. I mean, they could potentially do it. Replacing somebody, though, as like of a sure thing as Aaron Brooks.
Right. I mean, there's nobody as sure thing as Aaron Brooks.
Right. Hall Taylor 1-0 going into the third. We got Michael Beard, Stephen Little. 0-0. That's a seventh place match at 197. Peyton Hall putting a good little ride on Taylor. Slavakuski gets a takedown. Feel good for him, earning All-American honors. It's originally from Belarus, went to Harvard, and then transferred over to Rutgers.
Big Slav.
According to WrestleStat, says he could have one more year.
Because medical or something?
Medical in 22, COVID in 21. Hall.
Who's going to be the lowest C to A? Vombar?
Vombar 26. David Key was pretty low. I think he may have been a 25. Yeah, Key was a 25. Yeah, I think it's Vombar. Tanner Jordan was a 23.
Peyton Hall going to win it on writing time.
Now a two-time All-American for West Virginia.
He's done, right?
No, he's got one more year.
Got one more year?
Took 8th in 2022, now 7th. He could still potentially redshirt. Never redshirted. His first year was the free year, 2021. 5th place at 149. Number 1 seed Ridge Lovett versus number 2 seed Kyle Parko. Could have been a final.
Could have been. Parko won this match a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
And Lovett, did not look great against Kozak.
might be sad. Stephen Little with big takedown against Michael Beard. Little Rock with 2 All-Americans. Dylan Regis and Evan Frost coming up for 5th. 133. Parko Lovett underway.
You think Stephen Little is like, dang, Nasir, you were the first All-American in program history just because you're a lighter weight than me.
You're lighter than me, yeah. He probably
There's so much like
Suriano and
Ashnault.
Yeah.
That one actually might have been a little bit frustrating because Suriano transferred in
Mm-hmm.
to Rutgers. Ashnault
They've been there.
been there.
So Regason, Frost, this is big for both teams.
Nice shock.
Regason finishes a takedown on the edge. Take an early lead. So Michigan, Cornell, Iowa all have finalists. Michigan, the only team with 2 of that group. But Michigan feels like an underdogs, and I guess maybe Gomez Henson is a toss-up, right?
Yeah.
But definitely at heavyweight, no one's picking Lucas Davison over Greg Kirkfleet. At least I'm not.
I'm not either, but I'm interested after how Kirkfleet looked against Feldman
Mm-hmm.
and how Davison's looked.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, if you're
I'm more interested now than if you would have told me 2 weeks ago.
yeah, after Big Tens, I think if you're Davison, you look at
Feldman game plan.
do exactly what Nick Feldman did.
Don't shoot.
Don't shoot, hand fight. That over and over again. Just do that. Yeah. Regason up 6-1 now over Frost. Bonus would be big for Michigan. They could work themselves in this round to clinching a trophy. But they would need Shapiro to lose. They would need who else? Caliendo to lose. And they need Shane Griffith to beat Makai Lewis. Gadali, Slav. They've been reviewing this for quite a while.
They've been reviewing everything for quite a while.
Yeah.
I think I ranted about this last year, too. Need to streamline this review process. Just get rid of it.
Yeah. Whoa, nice reattack for
It was.
Regason.
Braxton's looking great.
So I believe every match here in a placement is worth another point. And then, if obviously the bonus still adds up. So major is worth 1 point, tech is 1.5, and pin is 2. So in order for Michigan to clinch second place here, actually, I don't think they can do it. I think Cornell has too much potential with Vito. Same thing with Iowa. I might have too much point potential with Drake Ayala still in the finals. Michigan would need like 2 pins from Ragusan and Griffith, so it seems unlikely.
Mm-hmm. Etchemendy getting bonus points for Iowa State.
Yeah, that's going to help. Let me take a look there. Those points are probably already hit. Yeah, that helped a lot. Wow. So Iowa State just 2.5 points behind Iowa now.
For
third, or for fourth. 3 points behind Cornell. Iowa State, though, they're done after this. But yeah, for medal matches.
So will Iowa, though.
They got Caliendo. But Caliendo's wrestling Keegan O'Toole, so don't expect him to win. So yeah, Cornell still has Shapiro, Cardenas for third, and then Vito. So Cornell actually looks like in the best spot out of Iowa,
right?
Iowa State, Cornell.
So with finals.
Andonian, look at this.
Headlock.
That was a wild exchange. It looked like he was going to be on his back for a second, and then Keller looked like he was going to put Keller on his back. So we got a rematch, second round between Stanich and Caleb Smith, where Caleb Smith knocked off Luke Stanich. Now they're wrestling for 5th place. Ragusan taking a 12-4 lead. Oh, I thought it was going in the third period. Either way, it looks like Ragusan's at least going to get a major. Lovett Parco 1-0 in the third. Frost gets the escape. Now Keller had Andonian on his back. So now it's the third in Ragusan Frost. Ragusan going down. Ragusan could push for a tech fall, but would need a couple takedowns or take down a near fall. Oh, look at this. Keller, man. This Keller-Andonian match is wild. They're rolling all around. Would not like to be the ref here. Just trading reversals.
Oh, Parko,
Marco gets
last
the
second takedown.
Wow. Man, semi-slide for Ridge Lovett.
Yeah, he got real sad.
Mm-hmm. Frost still on top of Ragusin, so Ragusin needs to escape, and now he gets it.
Did Lovett? Okay, so it was. I haven't really been watching that match.
Did
It was
Lovett?
1-0 in the third. Did Lovett take bottom in the second or
Must-
in the third?
I don't know. I can go back and look on track. Let me see if I can.
Spladle or Keller? Oh, time runs out though.
Another takedown for Ragusin, 16-5 now. Ridge Lovett chose bottom in the second. Oh, Keller looking for the fall now.
Oh, and Donian looks stuck. Yep.
Yeah. Wow. So Peyton Keller pinned Ed Scott and Bryce Andonia in this tournament.
Good for the Bobcats. Oh, it's because Andonian reached back.
Mm-hmm. So Ragusin gets the major. That's going to give Michigan 2 more points. But Cornell is still, they're still only 2.5 points behind. They got Vito, they got Shapiro, they got Cardenas. Iowa just with Caliendo and Ayala left. Bernie Truax going for 5th. He's in the lead over Isaiah Salazar. Luke Stanich and Caleb Smith 0-0 after the first. We need to tell Connor to follow Stanich after this and see if he goes to McDonald's.
You know he will. Or Domino's.
Or Domino's. Yeah, that was what we asked them at after EIWA's. Big McDonald's guy. He has the golden arches tattooed on his thigh. We asked him what he likes to do in his free time, what he's into, and he's like, "Oh, I'm really into food. I love food." And I asked him what his favorite food was, and he said McDonald's. So I think it was the fact that he's making a big cut to 125.
He doesn't look like a super big 125.
He's kind of tall. I mean, relative. He's I want to say he's like 5'6", 5'7", at 125.
Yeah, I don't think anybody makes 125 super easy, but he's not super tall. I mean,
Smith takes a 1-0 lead over Stanich with an escape. Oh, nice re-attack for Stanich. Gets to a single. Stanich gets the takedown. Woolik, DeVos for 5th. DeVos up 3-0. Sloan, Elam for 5th as well. It's 0-0 right now. And Truex is leading Salazar 4-0. So we're almost to the third place matches. This round moving pretty quick.
It really is.
Stanich gets an escape up 4-1 now in the third. Voss riding Woolik. He's up 3-0. Bernie putting it on Salazar, so he's up 7-0 right now. Penn State.
This guy's got a point. We forgot about Real Woods when we were saying who Iowa has left.
Ah, yes. Real Woods. Either way, it's going to come down to the finals to decide second and third. Iowa needs
Obviously Drake to win, and they need Vito to lose.
Vito to lose.
And David Carr.
That would do it.
But I get
if Drake wins,
because they're ahead,
mm-hmm.
and they each have one in the finals.
They could also, yeah, they need Vito to lose because they're kind of behind right now. If Cornell gets another win in this medal round, then they're really, really kind of in trouble. But if Michigan loses from here on out, Drake wins, they would jump Michigan.
Which is possible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really a fun team race for second and third. Arizona State, they are sitting down at 60 points. They're 4 points behind Iowa State, 6.5 behind Iowa. It's looking less and less likely for them. They do have Colton Schultz coming up. Luke Stanich.
They do have 2 in the finals.
Mm-hmm. Luke Stanich beats Caleb Smith for 5th, so he avenges that loss from the championship rounds. Bernie Truex 11-0 over Salazar. So Penn State going to get 2 more points here. It's going to put it within striking distance for sure. DeVos leading Woolik 3-0. They took the score bug off all the mats now.
I know. I don't appreciate all the Dayton fix hate either.
Yeah. What are people saying?
They just hate him because he's old and he hasn't been scoring. Been skating by this tournament. So he used to be like I think kind of a fan favorite.
Yep.
Just a nice kid, who stayed in his home state. Bernie picking up bonus for record race tracker. He didn't do anything crazy, and people can hate all they want, but honestly, if they could have stayed in college for that long and wrestled at that high of a level, they could have taken a year off to go chase their Olympic aspirations. They would have done the same.
Yeah.
So they can shut up.
How much of it is the getting popped for?
And that's the thing. If you want to hate on him for that, go ahead. It's none of that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the other stuff.
Yeah. People don't even remember that.
That's true.
Because it was COVID.
Yeah, it was lost in the like the best time for that to happen for him. Yeah.
And it got reduced to a year.
So Feldman, Colton Schultz.
Like, if you wanted to hate, that's a legitimate reason to hate.
Mm-hmm. Ah, here we go. Look at this. We got the scores back. Oh. Feldman looked to go big.
But just because he's old and he's barely winning, but he's winning.
Mm-hmm. Garvin, Olenek for 5th.
And Oklahoma State's not even in the race.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Oklahoma State currently sitting at 10th. Now they could move up. They got, let's see, Olenek going now and then Fix and Plot. So they could potentially move up top 6 if everything goes right. 7, but probably more likely they'll fill in that 8th through 10th place range.
Tanner Sloan, Albert, Iowa, baby.
Is he done? Is this his last year, I think? Let's see. Yeah. 2-time All-American.
Finalist.
Mm-hmm.
STSU has 4 A's, correct? Yes, the most in program history
Yeah.
in a single year.
Another quarterfinal rematch for Lehigh. Ryan Crookham versus Nasir Bailey for 3rd, coming up on mat 3. That was a 1 takedown match. Crookham, I think, won 4-2, maybe. Some of the teams, that we had ranked 2nd this year that maybe didn't perform up to where they could have. NC State, they're down at 11th right now. Missouri at 12th. Oklahoma State at 10th. Nebraska, Virginia Tech. Those are 2 other teams. Like all that group of 5, they're all looking at like, man, we could have had, 2 or 3 other guys.
Take down Feldman. And backs.
Can he get? Doesn't look like he's going to get a pin here. But great start. 7-0. Nasir Bailey, Ryan Crookham, kind of the future at this weight. Maybe if one of them moves up to 41, but I feel like they're both going to be at 33 next year. Both freshmen. This could be an NCAA final. Crookham's a guy I'm curious if people start to, game plan for him. You just don't shoot against them. If he's going to have to evolve, as the years go on, it's because his style is pretty unique. He's pretty counter reliant. Schultz down 7-0. You feel like he's just going to try to force upper body positions now. Cade DeVos wins for 5th over Lennox Woolley. Schultz gets his first stall point. Maybe that's the other strategy. He does get a takedown. So 7-4 now. Feldman winning. That's not the shot you want to take against Schultz if you're Nick Feldman. Kind of had to go
And it's tummy time.
through the big body. What else we got going on in the chat? Anybody? Anything interesting?
Who's going to qualify U.S. for 57 kilograms? Whoever wins Olympic trials.
Yeah. I think most people's pick is Spencer, maybe
Or
Vito,
Thomas.
maybe Thomas, maybe Dayton. Yeah, any of those four. My pick is Spencer.
I don't know.
Did not like
Just seems like something's going to go wrong with Spencer.
Spencer, yeah. I didn't like what I saw out of Gilman at Final X, obviously. But you never know what's going on behind the scenes. Was he healthy? How was his weight cut? That kind of thing. So scoreless after the first in Crookham Bailey.
Did you like what you saw out of Spencer at NCAAs a month prior?
No, but I liked what I saw since he's, gone.
You just haven't seen Thomas compete since then.
That's true. But how old is he now?
His knees are probably younger than Spencer's.
Yeah. Thomas Gilman is 29.
That's not that old.
He's so big for 57. That weight cut feels like it's really hard.
I imagine it is.
Feldman down in the third. I wonder.
Probably better than Vito's, though.
Yeah, I'd guess it's close to the same. Feldman goes down, gets an escape in the third. 8-4. Barnett and Noto just rolling around. Noto gets a takedown. Crookham in on a single. His finish rate is so
Schultz
high.
just basically punched Feldman in the face.
So Crookham gets a takedown, take the lead over Bailey. 4-0 now. Feldman's got Schultz stuck in tummy time. You're saying riding time's not a factor, so currently a
Gonna win it by
lead.
7.
Yeah.
Noto Barnett, I believe these two hit last year at NCAAs and Noto won.
Yep. Good memory. 5-4. 125 is such a matchup reliant
Yeah.
weight class. It's like Noto, who does he match up? He obviously matches up well against Barnett, but Barnett's really tricky. He beat guys like Camacho and Stanich and Caleb Smith. So Feldman beats Schultz for 5th place. Good season.
Good tournament for the Young Buck.
Yep, good tournament. Young Bucks have done well.
Yes, they have.
Maybe outside of Buzakis.
I think even he wrestled to expectation here. Who did he lose to?
Oh, Hardy. Nagao and Somebody else. Oh, we lost to Dayton Fix.
Yeah, like you say, okay, he goes to the national tournament and he does an A, but Hardy Cradle, but he loses to Dayton Fix and Aaron Nagao.
Mm-hmm.
It's expectation.
Yeah.
You may be hoping for higher. He obviously shown he can beat Nagao this year, but it's not a bad tournament.
No, and it gives you
performed.
It gives you hope for the future. You feel like someone like him, he had those flashes of like, whoa, this guy can be a high AA, and then he would have like these setbacks. So if he kind of shores up parts of his game, can be an All-American for sure.
Why don't people hate on Brock Hardy for being as old as Dayton Fix, wrestling in college? Riddle me that, Kozak.
Probably because he doesn't get the same kind of attention. He didn't have. I mean,
yeah, I know. I understand the actual reasons.
You asked.
Just trying to prove a point.
Yeah. It comes with the spotlight, right?
Yeah.
Dayton gets the good, he gets the bad. Bailey with a late takedown, now looking for a turn. But Crookham looks like going to hold on for third. Noto up 6-2 on Barnett. Kozak up on Waters. Wow. And it's a great year for both Ryan Crookham and Nasir Bailey as freshmen, finishing third and fourth. Had a really good weight class where you got Vito and Dayton at the top, but then all the other guys, Ragusin, Orini, Nagao, Shawver.
If you're not a Cornell fan, if you're an Iowa, Michigan, Iowa State fan, or hold out hope, Cardenas has been Shapiro's kryptonite this season. 0-2 against him.
Yep. Yeah, you're feeling good.
It's a good scramble between Woods and Hardy.
Yeah, Shapiro's losses this year, he's got 3, and 2 of them have been to Cardenas, and then the other one is Chumbley.
Oh, Shapiro first takedown.
Yep, nice little scramble. It's kind of really good action from both guys. Man, there's a lot of action in this first 45 seconds.
And I bet Cardenas is okay with this because I bet he trusts his gas tank to take him to deep waters in the third. But at the same time, Meyer likes to mix it up and exchange, so...
Yeah, he can be dangerous. He can turn some of those exchanges into a takedown and near fall. We're seeing another scramble out of Shapiro and Cardenas, and here it is. Shapiro.
No takedown yet. There it is.
It's a takedown. Looked like for a moment he could have got near fall. Woods, Hardy, 5-4.
I think Hardy just took neutral in the third, down by 1.
Okay.
Maybe it was real. Somebody took neutral. No, beats Barnett once again to finish in third place.
Yeah.
Good for Lockhaven.
Noto coming back next year.
And if you're Cardenas, you want to stick on Shapiro. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him work from space.
Oh, Hardy gets a takedown. 30 seconds to go in the third. Woods needs a reversal or an escape and takedown. 20 seconds to go. Locking hands or stall?
Okay, well, you want to stay on top.
Yeah. Yeah, looks like Hardy's going to hold on for third. That's big for Cornell.
This would be huge because he's never beaten Woods, right? I don't think so.
Yeah, 0-5.
Is he challenging the takedown?
No. I think it was just that last exchange. Keegan O'Toole up 6-1 on Michael Caliendo.
Kozak beating Waters.
Mm-hmm. Third period.
About to go Ultimate Road Warrior. No reversal.
Another takedown for Shapiro. Yeah, 9-3 now.
Yeah, but Cardenas hanging around.
Mm-hmm.
It was last second in the frontside match, right?
It was.
That he won.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Brock Hardy gets the win. And now Shane Griffith, Mekhi Lewis. So if Michigan wins here, it'll put them 4 points ahead of Iowa. And so that's, if Iowa wins just traditionally, they'll just be able to tie with Michigan. If Michigan would have to lose then at 49 and heavyweight. But if Griffith loses, then Iowa could still catch Michigan outright.
Nah, we don't need to hear Brock's interview.
Shane Griffith, Mekhi Lewis on mat 1. Shapiro's up 10-4 over Cardenas in the third. Looks like Kozak's going to hold on and take third place. Ultimate Road Warrior loses first round. Comes all the way back.
But's been staying in a great position for the team record.
Kozak lost to Jaden Abbas first round and comes all the way back for third place. Now Penn State just 14.5 points from tying. It's 4 champs. Four
That's what I
champs.
predicted. Tying, you don't get credit for it, though, because it's not adjusted scoring.
Mm-hmm.
If you break it,
Yeah.
but you're still under the adjusted, like, 177, okay, technically you have it. But really, they should have to get 178.
And they could still do that.
I know.
They could get, even if they just win all their matches with no bonus, 179.5. They would have. If they go 6 for 6 in the finals.
Shapiro beats Cardenas.
Yeah, Cornell's in a good spot. Cornell's in a really good spot. With Vito sitting in the finals, Shapiro's fired up. Cornell just 1.5 points behind Michigan and 1.5 points ahead of Iowa.
Say that again.
So Penn State's in first, obviously. Michigan in second. Michigan's 1.5 points ahead of Cornell. And Cornell is 1.5 points ahead of Iowa. How funny would it be? You know, this is the first year where they said, "Hey, we're only giving 3 team trophies." How funny would it be if Michigan and Iowa tie for third, and they still have to give out? They still give out 4 trophies. So Michigan, a win here for Griffith would put them in a really good spot to win a trophy. Oh, Griffith gets the single, gets behind. Man, Mackay, he's hard to take down.
Sometimes even when you do take him down, you don't.
That's right.
Sometimes his leg hits a coach.
Keegan O'Toole, 12-8 over Caliendo.
That's closer than I would have expected.
Mm-hmm. And now Cornell has Jacob Cardenas wrestling for third. Could pick up another point here. If Mitchell Messenbrink, I'm getting ahead of myself here, but if he wins tonight, then the talk immediately goes to undefeated freshman national champion. Who's got the best chance to beat him?
Next year?
Next year.
Yeah, I mean,
The rest of-
nobody, because
the rest of
Keegan
his
goes
career.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, it becomes a. Yeah.
Is it Shapiro?
Still got to think he's going to
or
lose. Yeah.
Is it Hamity? So Keegan O'Toole gets third. Missouri down in 11th. Keegan O'Toole with 21 team points. Kai Lewis.
What do you get if you decision your way to a national title?
Let me see. I think 20 points.
So Keegan's probably going to outplay some champs.
Yeah.
Or out-team point some champs because he
could,
had
potentially, yeah.
3 pins and a tech.
Mm-hmm. So Griffith gets the escape, but I'm pretty sure Mekhi Lewis had over a minute of riding time. So probably going to be 1-1 in the third. Bennett Berge can also go Road Warrior, but he's going to have to beat Trey Munoz here. Not in a good spot so far. Munoz up 6-1 in the first. So Mekhi goes neutral because he holds that minute of riding time. Kai in on a single leg. Griffith defending. This will be the last college match for both of these guys. Both Mekhi Lewis and Shane Griffith. Mekhi Lewis, 4-time All-American. First as a freshman, second, fourth, and now he's going for third here. Shane Griffith also 4-time All-American, first, second, fifth. So kind of similar careers for both these guys. Take first as a freshman and never get back on top. Shows you how hard it is to do it. Griffith attacks. He's going to finish.
Oh, he got it.
Shane Griffith gets the takedown, and now he just gets the ride under another 5 seconds to get the riding time under a minute. So he's up 4-0 now. So Michigan, transfer portal points. You get Lucas Davison.
He just winked to the corner. Davis in the finals, Griffith third.
Austin Gomez in the finals.
Diagi, not much from him, but
yeah, and then Chris Cannon got hurt. But still, I mean, if you're playing the portal and you get 3 guys scoring
major points,
huge points, yeah. Man, great careers for both those guys, Griffith and Mekhi Lewis. So Michigan moves into a really good spot here. They will wrap up second with 1 champ. Ayala would need bonus in the finals in order for Iowa to pass Michigan. So Michigan hasn't wrapped up a trophy yet, but they're close. Iowa State can still catch Cornell for third. They need Vito to lose, David Carr to win. And they need Cardenas here to lose.
Is David Carr, Mitchell Messenbrink the most anticipated final?
You got to think so. For me, at least.
Me too.
Right?
Then probably 33.
Yeah.
And 97.
97. You could maybe say 97 because Aaron's going for 4.
Well, that's why. So 97 is going to be the last match.
Yep. They've already announced it, right? They're starting with heavyweight.
Yep. I just feel like Aaron's going to win, though.
Right. Ending with Aaron.
Personally, I'm a little more excited for 125 than probably most people because I'm a Drake Ayala guy.
Yeah. Well, and just pure matchup-wise, it should be a good match, very evenly matched for sure. We're almost done here with the with this session. We'll be wrapping up here. So, finals tonight.
6 p.m. Central, 7 Eastern.
7 Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. We'll be with you throughout the whole thing. best finals. David Carr, Mitchell Messenbrink, Vito, Dayton. 49's fun. I mean, all the finals are going to be great. Can Carter Strachey do it? Can he win his fourth with a battle and an injury? I mean, storylines really up and down. And then there's the team storyline. Can Penn State beat the record?
Yeah.
And then who finishes in that second and third spot? So yeah, the finals are going to be great. Cardenas sticking around. And really, this match really doesn't matter all that much for the team race. It's going to come down to the finals. Unless Cardenas gets a pin or something. And look at Bennett Berge. 7-6 with Munoz. Wyatt Hendrickson beating Zach Elam 11-1. And Buchanan gets the takedown, so looking like Buchanan going to beat Cardenas.
Bergey's still in it for Ultimate Road Warrior.
Yeah, I believe it's just him and Kozak. Obviously, Kozak did it already. So Iowa needs Drake to win in order to get a trophy. If Drake Ayala loses, Cornell automatically trophy team, top 3.
Mm-hmm.
Bergey's still coming forward. Trey Munoz does have a 1:38 riding time. So we only got 2 matches left. Hendrickson pushing for a tuck fall here for third over Elam.
Hendrickson have another year?
I don't know. Wyatt Hendrickson. No, he's a senior. Wow. Feel like I went by quick. So 2-time third place for Wyatt Hendrickson. Great career.
Great American hero.
Yep. Great troop. You got to imagine he's going to be wrestling freestyle for maybe a few years.
He might just go do Air Force duties.
Yeah. So Munoz has riding time locked up. Berge needs a takedown to force overtime or a stall and a takedown to win.
And this is the Bennett Berge we thought we were going to get
Yeah.
out of high school. Had kind of a not so great redshirt year and looked vulnerable at times during the regular season this year too, but really put it all together here on the backside. Has fallen to just a tough opponent in Trey Munoz.
Mm-hmm. Munoz called for stalling, but 2 seconds left. And that's going to do it.
That's going to do it for us here this session.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah. Appreciate everyone joining us for the watch party. Appreciate Cliff Keen, our sponsor, providing all of our coverage here for the NCAA tournament. We're going to be back with you at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 Central. For JD Rader, I'm John Kozak. We'll catch you later, guys.